I'm getting you out of this tower once and for all.
I need magic to set her free.
This magic is in the hands of another famous captain.
I'm here looking for Maui's fish hook. If you really know who I am, then you know how this will end.
1, 2.
Maybe we can fix each other.
5, 6.
I need your help.
9, 10.
I gotta say, I think this is one of Once Upon a Time's better trailers for Season 7 because it was so action-packed, the music was so good, it was relatively focused on one plot point, and I really enjoyed what I saw. Normally when I do my trailer reviews, I just grab a couple stills and just, use those as guiding points for a discussion. But because I felt this trailer was so good, I actually wrote a full page of notes out to discuss it. And I grabbed about 7 images to use in this review. Normally I only have like 2 or 3. This trailer had many cool shots, so kudos to ABC for actually making a really fun trailer. I do hope we get a little longer trailer for Knightfall because this episode seems like it's going to be a blast. Plus, also Colin O'Donoghue is leading it, and you really can't go wrong with a Colin O'Donoghue-led episode. Now, the first thing I want to note is we have another famous sea captain coming to Once Upon a Time. We had Blackbeard before, and now we have Captain Ahab. And in my notes I wrote, why not just add Jack Sparrow at this point? Because, I mean, come on, the show's done, and in the trailer they referenced Moana. So I think it's hilarious that they're adding Ahab. I'm curious how he's going to blend in with Wishhook's story, and if Wishhook's interaction with Ahab is completely irrelevant from, Real Hook's interaction with Ahab. It's a whole crazy plot issue, but whatever. So I'm looking forward to seeing Hook interact with Captain Ahab. But what really, really made me laugh from this trailer is when he talks about Maui's fishing hook. And in all honesty, if you're going to at least reference Moana, why didn't you add her in the beginning of the show? We've talked about adding Moana for so long, and essentially they're giving a Moana cameo by giving Maui's fish hook in order to help get Alice out of the tower. And I feel that's the lazy route. In all honesty, Cinderella just should have been Moana. So I am glad we're finally going to get to see Wishhook interact with young Alice and, have Hook and Alice have some type of relationship. We found out that Hook was Alice's father, I think in episode 7 or so. So it's been about 6 episodes. So it's about time that they actually have a fleshed out relationship. In the mid-season finale, we were essentially told that they're really close. And we saw them, in episode 7 when Alice was born, that, he loves her right away. But now it's time to actually kind of see, the father-daughter relationship that people really want to see. Colin O'Donoghue is such a talented actor that I can't wait to see him, get to really play all these emotions because he's playing the concerned father. He's going to play the patriot, the pirate who's going to go after, Captain Ahab and whatnot, and Mother Gothel. So he has a lot to do, and I think it's really cool. I also really loved seeing Robert Carlyle act as Rumple again, though I'm assuming it's Wish Realm Rumple, because even though in the mid-season finale Rumpelstiltskin from Our World Turned Back Gold, Wish Hook is going to talk to a Rumple who's behind bars, so I'm assuming that somehow Wish Hook gets from Enchanted Forest version 2 to Wish Realm and talks to Rumple there. So I just want to see more Rumpelstiltskin. I think Robert Carlyle is so good in his roles, and it's going to be fun to see more Rumple, even though it's not the OG Rumple. I also want to say, because the trailer was so heavily focused on the flashback storyline, we didn't get too much going on in the present, but I do love the fact that the writers are also teasing Henry and Ivy. Obviously, it's not going to happen because Henry and Ivy are not a thing. It's just into Henry, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. But I just love the fact that Drizella goes to Henry. I think that's fantastic. I love Adelaide Kane. Please watch Reign after you guys finish Once Upon a Time, or if you have another show that you're watching right now. But after Drizella leaves once, I advise anyone to watch Reign. She's so talented as Mary Stuart. She's so good, and I love her. I've watched Reign, and I can only say good things about it. So I like the fact that, we're going to have a bit more of that love triangle that was teased back in the beginning of the season 2. Now, Lucy is aware of the curse, and it's not broken on her, but she's aware of it. And I like how she's going to Regina for help. And I wonder if, Regina finding out that Lucy knows what's going on is going to lead her to go to Facilier, and it's going to send maybe Regina down a darker path. So I'm curious what's going to be going on there as well. It really doesn't seem to have a gigantic, too many storylines, so I don't think the episode will be over all over the place like a couple of the episodes of season 7 have been, which is good. I do appreciate that. It really seems like it's going to be, you know, Hook in the present probably dealing with Alice, though it wasn't teased, but it'll then have, you know, Hook, you know, his whole flashback with Alice, and then it will have, you know, Regina trying to figure out what's going on, you know, with the curse and Henry and whatnot. So it seems like it's going to have like 3 storylines, which is relatively normal for this show. Now, last thing I want to mention is Gothel is in the flashback, but she's not shown at all in the trailer. But again, for time constraint, because it is only 30 seconds, they really can't, you know, tease up Gothel. But Gothel, as I said, is the glue that's binding everything together. Where is this War of the Witches? I want to see more of it. I like Emma Booth as Gothel. I think she's very good in the role. I think Emma Booth is a fun actress to just to play the role. So I want to see more of that. I want to see Emma Booth really get to be evil, because Gothel's intentions, we're 13 episodes in, and she's the big bad of season 7, and we don't know anything about it. So I want to know more. Plus, her coven is being picked off. She's already lost, you know, 2 of her 8 members, and, you know, excluding her, she only has 5 left, and one of them, if it isn't Anastasia, is a child. So I think we need to see more of Gothel as well in next week's episode. So overall, fantastic trailer, great shots, great music. I think the story is going to be fun. I think it's hilarious. They're adding another sea captain. You know, Jack Sparrow would have been just as good. And I'm a little ticked with the Moana thing, but I think it'll really work. And I love Colin O'Donoghue. He's so talented, as I said. So I think next week's episode is going to be really fun. Season 7, Part B, has been a fun ride. The 2 episodes I've seen, and from what I've seen for the next episode, it seems like it's going to be just as good, if not better. So anyway, share your thoughts about the trailer in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review, and we'll talk real soon. All right, guys. Bye.